statistics regarding the food security in India. So, India has the largest number of undernourished people. Okay, India has the largest number of undernourished people in absolute terms. Okay, almost around 195 million people are undernourished. Okay, 4 out of 10 children suffer from undernutrition or stunting. Okay, 4 out of 10 children suffer from these kinds of things. Okay, this is a very important drawback in the India's food security policy. Okay, nourishment नहीं मिल रहा है लोगों को. Even if you have increased the physical access or the economic access to food, yet that is not based on nutrition. Okay, people don't get enough nutrition. That is one important thing or challenge regarding India's food security. Now, besides this, besides the undernourishment aspect, okay, there is other important thing that we need to keep in mind. Okay, that is कि India's agricultural productivity is very low compared to the competitors. Okay, be it the BRICS countries or even let's say the Western countries. Okay, Western countries should be the benchmark for India, right? So India का जो agricultural productivity है, that is very low compared to other countries. And the major factor regarding this is कि भाई इंडिया में small land holdings है. Okay, this small land holdings lead to low amount of mechanization. Okay, छोटे फील्ड में आप मैकेनाइजेशन कैसे कर पाओगे? ओके, एक तो इकोनॉमिकली इट इज अनअफोर्डेबल, एट द सेम टाइम यूजिंग डिफरेंट मॉडर्न methodologies, it is not feasible when you have to just farm a small amount of area. Okay, it is said कि भाई almost 85% of the farmers in India are or they have land holding below 2 hectares. Below 2 hectares land holding है 85% of the farmers का. Okay, and these farmers are called as small and marginal farmers बोलते हैं इनको. तो small land holding है, because of that you are not able to use modern methods for cultivation. It is not feasible, it is uneconomical. Okay, and that ineffectively it leads to low agricultural productivity, right? तो इसके बाद the other reason for low agricultural productivity as well as production is the geographical, call it boon or bane, we'll call it bane to India, that is the Indian monsoons. Okay, these Indian monsoons are very notorious for their irregularities. जब भी बारिश चाहिए होती है तभी बारिश नहीं आती है. फ्रीक्वेंट रेगुलर बेसिस पे बारिश गिरता नहीं है. वी हैव सीन कि भाई अब भी अगर देखोगे तो जून में बारिश बहुत कम हुआ, राइट? और अब भी थोड़ा बहुत बारिश अभी भी आया नहीं है ज्यादा, बट चालू हो रहा है. ओके, तो जून का जो भी पीरियड था, it had very low rainfall. Okay, so इंडियन मॉनसून्स का जो ये पेक्यूलियर कैरेक्टरिस्टिक है, दैट इज कि भाई ये लोग मॉनसून्स कब बारिश गिरेगी पता नहीं है. ओके, एंड अगर बारिश गिर भी गई तो very high intensity rains happen, and because of these high intensity rains the crop is washed out. Okay, much of the times these things happen. Or the other aspect of Indian monsoon is that कि भाई महाराष्ट्र में बारिश तो हुआ बहुत, लेकिन तमिलनाडु में बारिश ही नहीं हुआ. Okay, so it is not geographically let's say evenly spaced throughout India. Some areas get rains, frequent rains, they get regular rains, while some areas they do not get rains. Some suffer from floods. At the same time, some areas suffer from drought in that same year. Okay, so Indian monsoons is one of the reason कि भाई इंडिया का जो एग्रीकल्चरल प्रोडक्शन है, एग्रीकल्चरल प्रोडक्टिविटी है, दैट सफर्स. ओके, देन comes the other aspect, that is of providing food through the public distribution systems. अभी ये जो PDS हैं, these public distribution mechanisms, these are highly inefficient and corrupt. Okay, highly inefficient and corrupt system है public distribution system. If you go to any fair price shops, you can see that the quality of rations that are given to people through these fair price shops, this is of very poor quality. At the same time, various let's say various ways are employed by these people to cheat the customers, राइट. कस्टमर्स को वो जो वेइंग स्केल हो गया, वेइंग स्केल में कुछ तो गड़बड़ कर दी. ओके, ऐसे अलग अलग चीजें होती हैं. ओके, सो public distribution system is highly inefficient and corrupt, and because of this many people suffer from lack of food access. Okay, food access नहीं मिलता है. Okay, so these can be said as the broad challenges to the Indian food security. There is one more that you can say evolving challenge to India's food security, that is of climate change. Okay, climate change have made the Indian monsoon even more unpredictable. Right. You will be learning about this, about the Indian monsoons and the effects of climate change on the Indian monsoon in your geography module. But ये ऐसी चीजें हो रही हैं क्लाइमेट चेंज के वजह से. डिफरेंट पैटर्न्स, द क्लाइमेट पैटर्न इज चेंजिंग. ओके, बारिश जब भी होनी चाहिए तभी नहीं होती है, कभी सनशाइन चाहिए होता है क्रॉप को तो तभी बारिश होती है. ओके, वी हैव सीन अनटाइमली रेन्स बीइंग very very bad factor in the Indian agricultural system. Okay, so climate change is that evolving challenge to India's food security. अगर ये ऐसे चलता रहा, there are statistics from the United Nations report that says कि if by 2100, okay, if there is a rise of 1 degree Celsius, okay, if there is a rise of 1 degree Celsius, then India's arable land, agricultural land, that will reduce by 30 to 40%. Okay, agricultural land might reduce by 30 to 40%. So this is one evolving challenge to India's food security. Okay, I hope you guys are got it. Now, what are the different initiatives that the government has taken? Let's look into what are the different initiatives गवर्नमेंट ने इसके लिए फूड सिक्योरिटी के लिए क्या क्या किया है. तो there's National Food Security Mission that was launched in 2007. In 2007, this National Food Security Mission was launched, which aimed to increase the production of different food crops. Okay, wheat, rice, pulses, coarse cereals, commercial crops के भी. Okay, for increasing their production. At the same time, it tried to make agriculture more sustainable. Okay, एग्रीकल्चर कितना और हम लोग सस्टेनेबल बना सकते हैं, एम्प्लॉइंग डिफरेंट सस्टेनेबल प्रैक्टिसेस इन एग्रीकल्चर. That was looked into by this National Food Security Mission. Then there's this Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana for increasing the production. Again, this is supply side interventions by the government, okay, for increasing the production. How do we modernize agriculture? Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana, it emphasized or it focused on modernizing agriculture. Okay, various methods, infrastructure कैसे build करें agriculture के लिए, irrigation facilities कैसे provide करें, okay, reducing the risk for the farmers. Okay, that was included in the Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana. Now, what is this scheme? What are these different schemes? इनके अलग-अलग provisions क्या है? Okay, that is not our topic for discussion today. Okay, as we proceed in the upcoming sessions, we will be looking into, if at all we have to look into. Okay, Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana एक था. Then, for increasing the access to the people, especially to the children, we had midday meal schemes at schools, right? Class 1 to class 8 government के जो बच्चे हैं, government and government aided schools, these get meals. Okay, this has two objectives. Firstly, the nutrition objective is achieved, food security objective is achieved. At the same time, the children, they attain the school because they get food. Okay, majority of these people, they come from the underprivileged backgrounds and they can attain the schools because कि भाई वहां पे खाना तो मिलेगा. अगर खाना का नहीं मिल रहा है तो they have to go and work and do something. Child labor में जाते हैं बच्चे लोग बहुत सारे, वो वहां से निकालने के लिए इन बच्चों को, this is also one of the objective of the midday meal scheme. Then comes the act that was brought in 2013, National Food Security Act. National Food Security Act of 2013, a landmark act for providing food access to the people. Now, what does this act say? This act entitles up to 75% of the rural population and 50% of the urban population to receive subsidized food grains. Okay, through those public distribution system. Okay, almost 2/3 of the population of India, 2/3 of the population of India is provided with food security access, food access through the public distribution system. तो ये एक मेजर लैंडमार्क एक्ट था जिसके थ्रू we tried to increase the access to food.